FundaVida, really, at the heart of it, is all about offering hope and purpose and freedom to children who live in communities where there's violence, there's drug addiction, there's prostitution and destruction. These kids are powerful. As they grow into their youth, they are powerful. The question is, how are they going to use their power?
There's a lot of drug addiction. There are a lot of 16, 17-year-old boys who violently assault people at any time of day. This is a very critical area, extremely critical. When I go to drop my kids at school, there have been shootings, and I think about how maybe as a result of one of these shootings, my children could be killed during recess or even inside their classroom. Just as there are boys like this, there are girls too. Sometimes to get their drugs, they sell their bodies. You see them and you think, oh God, I don't want my little girl to fall into this. It is really painful to see these girls getting lost. They suffer as a result. This isn't life.
The only reasons that they grab for drugs and for violence and destruction is they've never been given a hope. The mentality of poverty says, I am poor, you owe me. But in FundaVida, we see it so different. We see it as when we come and bring opportunity, when we act as a bridge and come into a community, we're offering something that hasn't been offered. We believe in these kids. We help them understand that they have a hope and a future.
I'm leaving my past behind.
Those things act as a bridge that children can walk across so that they're not stuck in a destructive cycle, but they can find a hope and a future. Instead of being washed down the stream of destruction and losing their lives, they begin to find a hope. And as they change, not only does it change them, but it changes the generations that follow. You know, Elian, his house is right behind me. We believe in the children like Elian. We want to give them a hope and a future, and we can do it. And with that kind of bridge to cross, Elian has a future, one that will not only impact his own heart and life, but he can grow up and be a role model and impact those around him. This boy is powerful. The question is, how's he going to use his power? And without a bridge of hope to cross, he will be swept down the river of violence, of drug addiction and destruction.
This is the first youth center the foundation opened.
I was a very mean person, very mean. Now through all this, I've started going to church, I've met a lot of people. I started coming here to FundaVida and I've changed. My parents see the change and they feel good because they see me, their son, where he's at and he's changing. They can see the change and they feel happy their son is moving forward. He hit bottom, but now he's here, and the best part is they can see their son is improving.
Thanks to FundaVida, the kids have a place where they can come and eat.
For others, it's a computer center where they learn their skills, that they're talented, that they have gifts, that they have abilities. And through the computer centers, we teach them that they can have a positive future. And they begin to experience the joy of learning. This river is not always at this level. Often it crests all the way up to come overflow the banks, and it sweeps away anything in its path. You know, these children's lives are very similar. There's a moment of opportunity to bring help, and it's when they're at this young an age. As they get older, so many times they get swept away by the river of violence and drugs. There's a chance to help them, and the chance to help them is now. Will you help us now? We can make a difference. They can have a hope and a future. If you'd be willing to act now, to use your power to act now, we can make a difference in their lives now, and that will make all the difference.